All right, new recording has started. We got plenty of time to have a little break and get things set up and get some stretching in. I got my zero sugar Beepus ready. I've got my C4 here, same flavor as last night. I picked up 4 cans of this, and I didn't get to tell that story about the C4 cans that I picked up from Harris-Teeter the other day. For the past couple times I've gone there, whenever they ring up the C4 cans, it doesn't show up in their system, so they're not able to get a price for it.
Okay.
So instead of, like, leaving the register to go down, like, halfway through the store to the energy drink aisle to look at the price for it, they just give them to me for, like, $1 a piece.
Nice. No price tag.
Yeah.
Should be a buck.
Yep.
Instead of no price tag, must be free.
Yeah, because I don't want to steal from them, but, like, you know,
No, exactly.
I'm at the register, I can't exactly go and check.
Right.
Yeah.
And they can't just leave the register to go and check.
Yeah.
Alright. So, let's switch over to the game scene. Got this playing on PS5, just for ease of it. Let me switch the capture card resolution back to 1080p, so we don't get any audio dropouts or stuttering in the video.
Good lord.
And we will be starting off with, thankfully nowadays with Metal Gear Solid 5, they sell a bundle called the Definitive Experience, which bundles in Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain, as well as all of Phantom Pain's extra DLC bonuses into one package. And
That's good.
It makes it so, well, not only do you get everything for one price, but it also makes it so it's all within one launcher, instead of having to, like, exit out and start another game.
Oh, yeah.
Like, right here, it says, play Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, the prologue chapter to Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain first. Yes, I shall.
Nice.
Because you miss crucial context if you skip Ground Zeroes. It goes straight into Phantom Pain.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of the
also got
DLC
my
is
roll.
just
Go ahead.
a lot of the DLC is just cosmetics for the multiplayer mode, which no one plays.
Fair. Just like how not a lot of people played the Metal Gear Solid 4 multiplayer.
More than you'd think would, but Metal Gear Solid 5 multiplayer was, like, broken on day one in terms of balancing, and it just drove a lot of people away from playing it.
Yeah, because I played Metal Gear Solid online, and it was interesting.
Like, Metal Gear Solid 5 Online was, like, a class-based team shooter. And it was skewed, so, like, the Speedy class, I think it was called Scout, was, like, just inherently better in terms of the game's game feel than everyone else. Because while they didn't have much health, they moved quieter and they moved faster. So they were better at sneaking up on people and getting away quickly, and their starting weapons were better. So, like, if you didn't play that class, you just lost.
Ew.
Yeah, that's some horrible balancing.
Yeah, and they did try to fix that in updates, but, you know, if you don't have that balance there on day one, then it just drives people off from ever wanting to get into it. You know?
Yeah.
Like that for any kind of multiplayer game. If it's just so unbalanced that there's one definitive win strategy for the entire game, then that's going to drive people off from wanting to get into it, and word spreads telling people not to get into it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what better way to start this off than with some briefing tapes? We actually should listen to these because they set up what we're doing in this game.
Also, I'm going to be saying I do have Forrest here with me for Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain.
Nice. We'll probably only be doing Ground Zeroes tonight.
I know, but even so,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the Ralts wanted to be part of it.
that's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
This is a one-man infiltration mission, boss. Equipment is the bare essentials. Anything else will be OSP. The target location is a prison camp on a U.S. military base. Those Marines have the place locked down tight. Your only backup will be one extraction chopper. We can't send anything else.
You won't need to.
Again, this is infiltration.
In case you didn't notice, Big Boss has a new voice actor.
One priority is remaining undetected. Use discretion before engaging.
I noticed.
You encounter. Be
It's
mindful
Kiefer
of
Sutherland from
perception,
24.
Sight, sound, smell, and pain. Fortunately, these atmospheric conditions will continue until dawn. That should provide you with some cover.
At least the weather's on my side.
Your mission objective is to rescue Chico and Paz. According to Chico, they're both being held at an old prison facility. Recon from the intel unit supports this, so it's safe to assume that's where they are. Once you've gotten them to the RV, call in the extraction chopper. I'll monitor the situation and offer guidance from here, but you'll be the one in the field. How you handle this mission is entirely up to you, boss. Snake, yesterday we received official communication from the IAEA. It says, it has come to our attention that your organization recently purchased nuclear fuel from Uzbekistan authorities. We request permission to inspect your facilities.
What a load of bullshit.
Yeah, they're after Metal Gear Zeke's nuclear warhead. I'm betting this is payback from Cypher after Paz's leak.
Using the UN.
There's no telling how much influence they have. But the IAEA can only do inspections in countries that are party to the NPT.
And we're not a country.
Exactly. We haven't signed a safeguards agreement with the IAEA over peaceful nuclear use, and we're not obligated to report any nuclear material we have, nor information about any nuclear facilities. The IAEA has no authority to inspect us.
But despite all that,
That nuke's our last line of defense. We don't want to announce we have it until the world is preparing to wipe us off the map. Until then, we let everyone think we're just a private army with conventional firepower.
what's Huey's take?
That the problem's how to hide the nuke in Metal Gear. But I gotta tell you, he was all for it.
I see. But there's no way we can have the IAEA poking around here.
So what do? Ignore them?
Send them an official letter of refusal. Say that we're a private organization and we've done nothing to attract this suspicion.
You got it.
I'm telling you right now, we are not doing this inspection. Brief 2, allowing the nuclear inspection.
We finished Zeke's waterproofing reinforcement yesterday. The day after tomorrow, we'll be done installing the main depth control tank, the compressed air tank, and the attitude control propeller pod.
Huey,
If the underwater test goes well, next week we'll try the 300-foot seabed depth.
drop the act, Huey. How did we end up agreeing to the nuclear inspection?
Because after you sent that letter, I told them. After careful reconsideration, we agree to your request.
God damn it, Huey.
Frankly, we should be inspected. This is our chance. If they come and go without discovering the nuke, we can tell the world we're clean. Of course, it's risky, and we'll have to make sure everything's perfect, but it'll be worth it.
Huey, can they do an inspection without going through the Board of Governors?
We contacted the IAEA's admin branch, and they said there's no record of us being brought up at any of the board's meetings.
I'd say probably a preliminary inspection to determine whether we should be referred to the board. So it's bound to be a small inspection team, and they won't be here that long. Don't worry, leave everything to me.
Has the media gotten wind of it?
That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, 2 major Western networks want to do stories on us. I planned on saying yes.
What? You want to broadcast this place to the world?
That's why I agreed to the inspection. This is a golden opportunity. We can use the media to prove to the world we don't have a nuke. Besides, even if we said no, it would just be delaying the inevitable.
Huey.
Kaz, our hands are tied now. Start getting the place ready.
Thanks, boss.
Damn it. There's going to be a lot of goddamn it, Huey, throughout this game. I'm telling you that.
That's all.
So let me just say something real quick.
He's to sure.
So if it fucks up and everything goes south, Huey, you're fully the one to blame, and you're the one who should take all the consequences. Is that what I'm hearing?
Absolutely.
Any potential troublemakers can go with them for some mandatory R&R. Sound good, boss?
Just do it. About the inspection, what do we tell the men?
The truth. What else? The one thing we don't need to worry about is anyone here spilling the beans about Zeke.
Good point. What about the Sandinistas? There's still quite a few of them left on the base.
I hate to say it, but it won't look good having Soviet bloc personnel here. The problem is, moving a group that size in a hurry would look even worse.
At least Amanda's on assignment in Cuba. They'd recognize her. She should stay put for now.
All civilians save Huey will have to return to their countries.
Even your Parisian.
Of course, whatever she needs. Dr. Strangelove's departure came at a perfect time. The less Zeke-related staff here, the better.
Wait, she left?
That's right. You were away on a mission. She left last week. There's nothing cooking in AI weapons research, and Zeke is complete.
Give it a couple
There was
decades.
no reason for her to hang around.
I'm surprised Huey let her go that easy.
Yeah, his crush on Strangelove was never much of a secret, huh? He followed her everywhere while Zeke was in development. Boy, would she get pissed. But he does have a lot on his mind right now. I've got bigger issues to deal with. That's what he said.
That's the spirit, Huey.
10 days ago, we got reports that Paz was still alive.
She survived.
She was rescued by Belizean fishermen who found her drifting in the Caribbean.
So what's the plan? Silence her before we're compromised?
No. I've got something else in mind. Our friends at Cypher suspect Paz could be a double agent. She's being held for interrogation at a camp on the southern tip of Cuba.
Black site. Nice. A slice of American pie on communist soil, and out of U.S. legal jurisdiction.
The upcoming inspection of Mother Base has to be connected somehow. The timing's too perfect.
The UN's nuclear inspection.
My guess is they're trying to corroborate Paz's leak.
We're an army without a nation.
Word of our capabilities gets out, and we'll have the whole world out to shut us down. Having an American private intelligence agency involved's bad news. Cypher's the ones who sent Paz to us in the first place.
She knows their true nature.
Right. Paz is our only link to Cypher. If she's still alive, we need her on our side. If not us, who else is gonna rescue that bitch?
When do we do it?
The inspection comes first. We'll deal with us afterwards.
Do the men know?
Word has started to spread. The information came from Cuba through Amanda. One of the base personnel used to belong to El Frente. I'll tell everyone we don't concern ourselves with the survival of enemy spies. We need them focused on the inspection. And if we get her back here and she isn't cooperative, there's still plenty of room for her in the ocean.
Works for me. What about Chico? He had a chance to stop.
No, but she'll fit in right in.
Blew it.
She'll fit right in the ocean. After all, ocean's her last name.
We did care about her.
Chico, to say how he'll react.
Have Amanda.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
He shouldn't be here right now.
Good idea. They haven't seen each other in a while. Little time with Big Sis and he'll forget all about you-know-who. What? Still no sign of Chico?
What's going on?
It's Amanda in Cuba. Our resupply package arrived, but Chico wasn't with it. Relax, Amanda. I'm sure he's just exploring Havana or something. First time in the big city.
He's just looking for Bigfoot, okay?
Wait. The boat Chico was on, did it stop anywhere before it got to Havana?
Yeah, it had to refuel at Santiago de Cuba. You don't think... Oh, shit. You gotta be kidding me. He does this now?
It's 60 miles from Santiago to the prison camp. Chico used to cross the mountains with the older Sandinistas like it was nothing. He'll make that in 3 days.
Still, even if he does find his way there.
You know how reckless he can be.
Bro just walked into a military black site prison camp,
We'll start from
Wow.
expecting not to get captured. So he could rescue the triple agent that he had a crush on, who tried to
Oh,
kill
God.
everyone he cared about.
Grassy facility. That's where we are. Help me, Snake.
It's a setup.
We have no choice.
Yeah, If Chico talks, he could blow the nuke cover-up. We can't hold off until the inspection's over.
When can we be ready?
It'll take at least 16 hours to confirm the flight path and prep a bird. The intel unit has started reconning the area.
Sounds like I'll have to miss the inspection.
Boss, we'll just have to send someone else to get them out.
No. I'll go.
Yeah, Chico and Paz would only take orders from you anyway. We can't go taking on those Marines at the base head-on. It's gotta be off the radar, and it's gotta be you.
Hold down the fort, Cos.
Snake, you can forget about civil liberties where you're headed. God only knows what they'd do to you if you got caught. Do not let that happen. The Cubans leased the land to the U.S. as a gesture for helping them gain independence from Spain. The deal remains in effect until both countries agree to dissolve it, or the U.S. abandons the land. That's why America still operates the base even after La Revolucion. Problem is, it's leased land.
Meaning it isn't American soil, so the U.S. Constitution doesn't apply there. That allows them to withhold its civil rights protections.
Yeah, that's Uncle Sam's excuse. The area was originally only for detaining refugees from countries like Cuba and Haiti. But a few years ago, the CIA and its like started using it as a black site. Enemies of the state are renditioned there and subjected to extreme forms of interrogation. You can bet Cypher had a hand in that. As you'd expect, American and other Western human rights organizations aren't allowed anywhere near the place. What happens there disappears down the memory hole.
BRB, you need to plug something in.
I'd like to interrogate
Take your time.
ourselves, but if worst comes to worst, make sure she's dead. Chico, on the other hand, we have to bring back, fast. He knows too much about us.
Cos?
The area is surrounded by mines placed by both the U.S. and Cuba, making escape on foot impossible. You're heading into the lion's den, Snake. Don't take this one lightly. Come back in one piece.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah, I'm just a bit tired.
There we
I
go.
feel that.
Just had to replug in my light, because my ring light, because without it my eye tracking goes all fucky wucky ooh woo.
Oh god. Okay.
All right, we also have some tapes from Paz. We're not gonna listen to them. Right, mission select, ground zeros. Here we go.
Here we go!
Here we go!
Ba-dum-bum.
The moment that Mario morphs from Mario to Tim Allen.
Oh god.
No.
Here we go! If I ever meet Tim Allen, I'm just going to, like, one, I'm going to get him an autograph for Toy Story, obviously. That was my introduction to him, and it's my favorite role he's ever done. Two, I'm going to show him a video of that Doom mod that someone did where all the graphics are replaced with Tim Allen and all the sound effects are replaced with,
Oh god.
It's probably gonna cost a fortune to get an autograph from, but, you know.
That's why I said if I ever get the chance.
Oh, yeah.
There are doggos. Thankfully, we do not have to shoot the doggos, because they're not actually there in gameplay.
Good.
Yes, we respect the puppers here.
Indeed we did.
So we start out with a walkthrough. You know, a little flyby of a group of guards going through this prison camp.
Okay.
And it is a dark and stormy night, as so many stories begin.
It was a dark and stormy night. My stomach was yelling at me. It wanted tacos. Unfortunately, we are heading to Cuba. Damn it.
here's our first look at Chico a year later. This takes place in 75, so 1 year after Peace Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry. I kept my
That would mean Paz is
22.
22. Yeah, I thought you said she was like 20 or like something.
21. 21?
Okay.
Yeah, her official
God
age
damn
was
it.
21. So he's handing Chico a Walkman. And just, he's got headphones, it's just he has like a little
How's it
hole
feel to play
in his chest that he keeps the headphone jack in.
No more war games.
Huh.
You're a real man now, soldier.
Ricardo Chico Valenciano Libre, young volunteer in Snake's private army.
Give my regards to your boss when you get home.
Here we get our first licensed song of this, many licensed songs throughout this duology. Here's to You by Ennio Morricone featuring, vocals by Joan Baez.
Which is actually on my Tunes of Anarchy playlist.
Of all things, this was made as a theme for an Italian movie. Well, Ennio Morricone, he was an Italian film composer, but that tracks, but still.
Yeah.
It was made as the theme to a movie about like a real life case of two Italian nationals named Nicola and Bart, who were like I may be remembering this wrong. Captured, imprisoned, and executed for being assumed to be spies.
Basically, it wasn't that they were
something
captured for
like
being. It was basically. I think they were like convicted of, like, basically supposed to be convicted of murder.
Murder, that's what it was.
Yeah, it was murder. And because they were Italian, they sped through the prosecution.
Yeah.
Even though they technically were guilty, on the grounds that they were Italian, they sped through the prosecution.
Like they did commit the crime, but they weren't given a fair trial.
Exactly. Like, they were guilty of committing the crime, but they, were not given a fair trial, which is the problem. Which is where I'm like, okay, yeah, they, did they deserve what they got? Because they were, like, put to death. And it's like, they didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
If she's still alive, we need her on our side.
It's your triumph is to you, Nicola and Bart. Rest forever.
And here we get our first look at our primary antagonist for JKR. Can you stop?
Sorry.
We get our first glimpse of the guy who's going to be our primary antagonist, Skullface, leader of XOF.
Yes, Hot Coldman 2.0.
Trojan horse is in.
Sorry.
He's called. I was just saying that because I was trying to narrate what's going on.
I didn't realize I was talking over you. Sorry.
Yeah. Skullface is called Skullface because he has horrific chemical burns on his face that make it look like a skull.
Oh. Did they ever say what chemicals, like, burned him up?
I can't talk too much about Skullface without getting into spoilers.
Okay, fair enough.
Like, how he got his face looking like that is not really important, but, like, the stuff tied to it is.
Okay.
But to give a non-committal answer to your question, they don't specify what chemicals it was. It's just like it was a result of, like, you know, a chemical warfare attack that he was party to.
Chico. Last radio contact was 40 hours ago. Find them both. Bring them back alive. Enter the compound from the south cliff. Secure Chico and Paz, then report back from the rendezvous point.
So they're all taking off their XOF patches and throwing them out the helicopter. You can collect the XOF patches, and you get 2 extra missions if you do. There he is. Big boss.
We'll send a chopper from across the Cuban border. You should be back at Mother Base in time for lunch. You'll probably just miss our...
We all know how Kojima is with his movies. Correct, Cobalt Rogue. Also, hello. How long have you been here?
Hello, Cobalt.
He's been here.
I didn't see him in chat.
Yeah, no.
Then
he's
again,
been
I
here
haven't
for
really
a
been
little
monitoring
while.
chat for a bit.
Yeah, he's been here since the search for Zadornov. The last
Okay, I
search
didn't
for
see...
Zadornov.
You were the one who made the Imperial Stormtrooper Marksmanship Academy joke, didn't you? Was that Iron? Because both your names
That
are
was
blue, and
Cobalt.
both your names are blue in my feed, so it's easy for me to get you two mixed up with how small the text
Yeah.
is. Deathbendy's here too. Hello, how you doing?
Hey, Deathbendy.
But yeah, that was your cousin who.
Okay, I'm sorry for I'm sorry for miscrediting you for your joke, Cobalt.
How dare you?
Well, you said, Deathbendy.
Kept you waiting.
Everything okay, Deathbendy?
They're shutting down one of my most favorite games. Which game?
I hate when that happens.
Yep.
Speaking of games shutting
Rec Room.
down, Rec Room. Haven't heard of that one.
I have. I've heard some things about it.
Speaking of games shutting down, tomorrow is when High Guard shuts down.
Oh?
It was not Concord 2.0 as people anticipated, because it lasted longer than Concord did.
Oh boy.
Better wasn't.
I'm assuming they're shutting it down because player base or like
Shutting
what's
it down
going
because
on?
player base, and also because it was the first project from a brand new studio, and they decided for the first project from our brand new studio, let's make a live service multiplayer shooter that is also free to play, thereby relying on having enough people to consistently play and buy microtransactions in order for us to even break even, let alone make a profit.
Oh, so when you say free to play, you mean pay to win. Got you.
Yeah, well,
Basically-
the part you would pay for would just be cosmetics.
Okay, I was gonna say, because usually when it comes to free to play, it's usually pay to win.
Yeah.
At least from my experience.
More often, it's just cosmetics that they charge for, because if it is pay to win, people have realized, hey, if it's pay to win in a multiplayer game, then that means less people are likely to play it. Because the way these games with are free to play with lots of microtransactions are able to stay functional is not oh, we have a ton of people buying microtransactions. It's they rely on a small minority of people that buy a lot of microtransaction stuff at once to offset how many people are just going to play for free.
Yeah, but again, like I said, it comes from my reason why I'm saying the whole free to play means pay to win is because a lot of the games I've dealt with free to play has always been either, hey, it's pay to win.
Yeah, that's how it used to always be. It's less like that nowadays.
Okay, that's why I'm just saying my input on that.
More so on multiplayer games. Gacha games, it's absolutely pay to win.
Yeah.
Like, anything that's single player and has microtransactions, yeah, it's pay to win.
One game I wish they would bring back is Blacklight Resurgence. That game was fun.
I heard about that game through Miles back in the day, but I never actually played it. I had it downloaded, just never got around to playing it.
I played the heck out of it, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I turned a light machine gun into a gun that you would see either a Gundam or a Metal Gear use.
Nice.
Like, it was obnoxious. It was like a 1,000-round magazine or machine gun, and I'm like, the fuck?
A weapon to surpass Metal Gear, as they say in, throughout Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah.
So we can't Fulton people out in this because we have to, because it's a stormy night. So we have to manually carry them to an extraction point that we call our chopper to.
Okay.
Let's see, what is Deathbendy saying? And Rec Room being shut down due to not enough money. Want Little Big Planet to be I want Little Big Planet to be revived. Little Big Planet being shut down was such a tragedy.
Yeah, Big Planet was Little Big Planet was like a lot of fun. I remember playing the first one a lot.
And it was shut down for like the lamest reason too. Like, it was basically down to there was a security exploit found in Little Big Planet. So they took down all of the online services that basically form the backbone of Little Big Planet's entire intended experience. And they decided, like, after it being offline for long enough, they decided it would just be more cost-effective in the long run to just keep it shut down rather than to, you know, fix the exploit.
Well, Mentalgen, I'm afraid the time has come. I need to
And
get
so
some
have I.
sleeps.
Oh, God. Have a good night, JKR.
Have a good night.
You too. I'll be in the chat until I finally doze off, so if I leave without saying anything in the chat, you'll know why.
Okay.
Laters.
Later.
If you notice that I'm having a harder time, you know, hitting people in this game, it's because this is the first Metal Gear game to have bullet drop-off. So you can't just, like, snip people from halfway across the map anymore.
You actually have to think about where you're firing and how far away you're firing.
Yeah. And weapons are OSP in this game, which not only means, like, you know, other than the equipment that you bring in at the start, which is a standard assault rifle with a silencer and a tranq pistol and basically about it. You can actually pick up guns from fallen enemy soldiers in this game for the first time. Technically you could do it in 4, but you had to get them ID unlocked, and it would just refill your ammo. In this one, you can just straight up steal weapons from enemy soldiers.
Oh, okay.
I know exactly where Chico's being held. I'm trying to get down to the area around where he's being held, so I can call, because that's probably the safest place to call in a chopper at the moment. And then, like, not
Okay.
only can I get this prisoner out there, and I can get Chico out of there, but I can get all the prisoners that are in that section of the camp out of there.
I hear that, Yosh.
Yep, that was indeed a Jakur. Enemies are also a lot smarter in this game, as you would hope they would be with advances in technology.
Spotted a suspicious person. Checking it out. Delta 1, what's wrong? Come in, Delta 1. We have a situation. All units on alert.
I will say this as not a spoiler, but as a disclaimer for you, Niko, because I know you don't do well with particularly gruesome stuff, especially since you can't see and you can only go off of audio.
Okay.
There is a scene during the ending of the main story part of Ground Zeroes. So, like, after this mission's over, when we get into cutscenes, there is a scene of surgery being performed. And there is realistic sounds to it. So, if you feel the need to take your headphones off during that part,
Yeah.
then that is 100% understandable.
I appreciate it, but at the same time, I can probably handle it. It's not the fact that the sounds or whatever bother me. Like, as someone who's played Castlevania and BioShock and a lot of other games like that, I'm used to this kind of stuff, but it's more along the lines of it being, like, physically described
Yeah.
is
Well,
what sets it off.
yeah, I get you. I'm just looking out for what triggers.
Please select.
And I don't mean that as, like, a passive-aggressive thing. Like, you know, people have triggers for stuff that makes them uncomfortable or makes them feel unsafe or all sorts of things. That's why I don't like jokes about, oh, this person's so triggered, because the triggers are absolutely a real thing that just about everybody has their own for. And I try to keep that in mind as often as I can when it comes to people where I know what their triggers are.
All quiet here. No sign of the enemy. Standing down. Over.
So we're calling in our chopper. We have to wait for the chopper to get here. So there is a real-time factor to all of this. And enemies will shoot the chopper on sight. Which is why they encourage you to take out anti-air emplacements. And that's our chopper, Morpho. Going to drop this dude off in the chopper. Get to the chopper.
Okay, target is in.
Now we're going to head back up here. I guess the chopper's leaving.
Once you don't end up head first in the ocean.
Still there, Niko? I'm back, but also BRB again. I'm posting something on YouTube. Take your time, Death Bendy.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, I've been here. I wasn't picking up, was I?
No.
Oh, no, I was gonna say I appreciate the concern, and I was, like, I can handle, like, stuff as long as it's, like, surgical stuff like that, as long as it's not, like, openly described to me.
I will not openly describe it to you. I'm just going to
Yeah.
say, like, it is, an explosive device has been hidden inside a person, and they have to remove it from them.
Oh, okay.
So first we're going to pick all these locks and steal all these prisoners, because they were stolen from their respective countries, and I'm stealing them for my military without a nation, which makes them mine by international law of go fuck yourself.
Pretty much, yeah.
Please select a landing zone. Landing zone confirmed.
Roger. Dispatching chopper.
And terrain does factor into this game. Like, since it's raining, it's a lot more slippery, so you can slip and fall off this cliff into the ocean and die.
Oh God.
And like there's a little bit of momentum when you're sprinting. You have to like skid to a stop.
Oh.
Which takes longer when you're on slippery terrain. There's a lot of attempts at like realism in this game.
So how far is the skid?
Couple feet.
Okay.
This is Morpho, arriving shortly at LZ. This is Morpho, on station at LZ.
Okay, Morpho, don't leave this time after I put the prisoner in there, okay? Or I'll have to call you back. You understand that, Morpho? Stay. Morpho, stay. Bad Morpho.
Please select a landing
It left again.
zone.
I can immediately call it back, and it just like does a 180 and comes back there, and we'll stay there until I put another prisoner in there. Which means I'm just going back and forth right now and like stacking up all these prisoners, like their like their solo cups, to put on their one after another.
Oh God.
Map has been updated.
And you can also do this with enemy troops. But once you reach the halfway point of this mission, which is after you've rescued Chico, they have a shift change, which means more guards come out. So you can't just knock out every guard in the base and then you're in the clear for the rest of the game.
Okay.
And there is an aspect of, you know, talking about... You can't talk about this game without talking about, like, the back and forth between Hideo Kojima and Konami that was going on throughout its development.
Yeah.
This, Phantom Pain was in development for a longer time than was expected because it was a brand new engine on brand new hardware that was going to be an open world Metal Gear game that also had a bigger story than before and multiplayer elements and all this stuff. It got to a point where Konami executives looked at Kojima and were like, you've been developing this game for years. And we need to release something at this point. So that's what Ground Zeroes became, and they released it for $30 when it came out. $30 on PS4, $20 on PS3, I believe, or maybe it was like 30 and 40. I can't remember because you can't buy them separately anymore. They just sell it in one bundle called the Definitive Experience now. And that really rubbed a lot of people the wrong way and was one of the signs of like Konami starting to do it.
What year did this game come out?
That's another part of it. Ground Zeroes came out in 2013. The main part of it, Phantom Pain, wouldn't come out until 2015.
It's
So they released this as basically
around the end of the PS3's lifespan into the PS4's early years.
Yeah. But like the idea that this was released basically to be a demo for the Phantom Pain that you had to pay for as if it were a full game.
Yeah, no.
That rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Myself included.
Yeah.
Because there's not much to this demo once you get past the main story.
Yeah, that's
which is
fair.
just one mission. Like, there are other missions you can do afterwards, but they're all set in just variations of the same map. So, yeah.
So if you played the map once before, you've played it.
Yeah, you played it once, then you already know the ins and outs of it. It's just variations of new missions to do in this same place.
Okay.
Phantom Pain actually has multiple maps, and each mission is its own unique take on stuff to do in that map instead of... And it has, you know, a fully explorable mother base that you can also build up throughout the course of the game. But there's also a lot of aspects that were promised for Phantom Pain that did not make it into the final game without getting into spoilers. One of them being that it has a conclusion.
Oh, okay.
Without getting to spoilers, one of the most infamous things about the Phantom Pain is that story doesn't conclude. It just stops. Not even on a cliffhanger, because it was clearly supposed to have another couple missions to resolve it, and they just got cut short and didn't get to finish the game. So it just stops. Like, you do get something that ties it back in to loop back around through the Metal Gear history, but there's a whole chapter of the game that builds up to a resolution that never happens. Because the mission for it was cut for time and budget constraints.
Chico.
Found Chico.
What's up? Any new cryptids?
Yeah, tell me about the aliens again, Chico. Did they abduct you? Just some dark humor.
Chico, it's me.
Oh, he's mortified.
Go away! Go away! Get off me! Get off!
Keep it down.
Go away!
Shh. Calm down. Just fall asleep in the chokehold. Good boy, Chico. Now, what'd I tell you about running off from your boat to go sneak into a U.S. military black site on Cuban soil to try and rescue the girl who betrayed us, who you have a crush on all these years later?
I got Chico.
And Paz.
That's right, you're knocked out. You can't respond. Fuck you.
Is Chico able to walk?
Hold on.
Yeah, he ain't walking anytime soon.
Not gonna happen.
You'll have to carry
How close am I to beating the game? We're at about a halfway point of Ground Zeroes. And then after Ground Zeroes is over, and maybe I do one of the additional missions, depending on how much time we spend on just the main mission, we will either start Phantom Pain, or we'll just end the stream for tonight and continue Phantom Pain on Wednesday. Because Ground Zeroes is not all that long. It's just the prologue to the main game that you had to buy separately. But now you can buy all in one package.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy went flying! Holy shit!
Oh. Oof.
Morpho, what'd you do? But yeah, Chico ain't walking anytime soon, because they made sure that his legs were crippled, so he can't run.
The RV's just a little further.
Snake, where's Chico? I think you've slid off a cliff.
On station at LZ.
I will also say, this is the darkest Metal Gear game of them all. Put Chico in the chopper. You're getting a free chopper ride. Hey, drop the tape. We're not gonna listen to... Like, it auto-plays this tape, but we also get another tape that we can listen to on the main menu after beating the game. We're not gonna listen to that one. I'm telling you, it would probably get me in trouble.
Okay, then.
Because it is a recording of Chico and Paz being tortured in multiple ways. including some that people argue, which I kind of agree with, Kojima went too far with in trying to set how depraved of a villain Skullface is.
On your feet.
Okay.
Chico was taken out of his cage. Did he leave the tape recording while he was being moved? Paz might be up ahead.
Yeah, like, Deathbendy, one thing you'll learn about me is I am a fan of, like, extreme horror and, like, dark stories. But, like, I also don't want to make people uncomfortable when I'm streaming my games.
Must be near the
Too uncomfortable, at least. There are certain boundaries where I'm like, yeah, that's something I'm not really going to show anything relating to, if I can avoid it.
Yeah.
Also being intentionally cagey with, like, what I'm talking about, just out of, you know, trying not to say anything that could potentially trigger PTSD stuff with certain people I know have dealt with it. Yeah, it's for the best. Not even in terms of, like, I'm not afraid of, like, losing ad revenue. When this goes up on YouTube, I'm not monetized on there. And I've streamed this game in its entirety before, on Twitch, and not had issues with it other than, you know, copyright music, which I've never gotten, like, you know, claimed for it on Twitch. But, like, there's still, you know, I want this to be, you know, entertaining. I don't want this to be like, oh, this is making me feel icky.
Yeah. So now we're going to go get Paz.
Yes, she is, oh, there's a guard right there. It's okay. Perfect shot.
Nice.
And they give you, like, a little bullet time slow-mo when you're spotted.
Yeah.
To give you a brief time to react.
The slowdown. I heard the slowdown, yeah.
Yeah. You can turn that off if you don't like it. And it actually gives you more rewards if you turn it off.
Okay.
And I'm out of ammo for my tranq pistol. And there's only limited ammo throughout here. I've taken out one of their anti-air emplacements, though. I'm trying to play as non-lethal as I can. Because, you know, that's how I like to play my Metal Gear games.
Yeah.
And Metal Gear typically rewards you for being non-lethal. In this case, it's also because, like, hey, you can't just leave dead bodies laying around, because people will find them. I'm not monetized at all, but I'm not showing extreme torture or stuff like that in my YouTube. Also, fun fact, I got a copyright strike before. I've gotten copyright strikes before on really stupid stuff. Probably the dumbest thing I ever got a copyright strike on was when I first got into, like, when I first got a proper capture card. The old Elgato HD capture card, if anyone remembers that archaic monstrosity. No, you didn't. You're dead. Like, I tested it out by, like, I was getting into BlazBlue at the time. And I had a copy of Continuum Shift Extend. And, like, I was just uploading, like, the Teach Me Miss Lychee segments and a couple of the gag reels. You know, none of the important story stuff. But Arc System Works at the time very much had a stance of you are not allowed to upload any story stuff from any of our games, or we will copyright strike you, no matter how insignificant it is. Which also made Let's Plays of those game story modes impossible.
Yeah.
I got the copyright strike removed through, like, I went a different avenue than a lot of people usually do when getting copyright strikes removed, which is, like, I actually emailed their team and was like, hey, I got a copyright strike from you on such and such video for this reason. Is there any chance that I can get it removed? And they actually responded to me. They looked at the video in question. They were like, yes, we will remove the copyright strikes on your channel if you take down your the videos in question. And, you know, we reached an agreement on that, and they followed through with their end of the deal. So that copyright strike got removed. I just had to take down my Blaze Blue videos.
Oh. Well, at least it was resolved peacefully.
Yeah, it usually doesn't go that smoothly, because they don't usually have an easy avenue for you to be able to email them about that. So, like, you know, Arc System Works, or rather Axis, which is their Western publisher. Like,
yeah.
Bravo to them for having, like, a customer support email that was easy to find and easy to get in contact with, and replied in a reasonably short amount of time.
Yeah.
That's like Nintendo too. That's like Nintendo too. Yeah, it is like Nintendo too. More so Nintendo back in the 2010s, where, like, they took down everything relating to their games if you weren't a part of their creator program, where you had to surrender a portion of your ad revenue to them to be a part of it, which is why no one fucking joined it.
Yeah. I actually remember that being a thing. My mic's still working though, right?
Yeah, it's still working.
Sure. Alright, just making sure, because I'm having my controller attached to a USB on, to my console, because I am literally at no more batteries left. So I have to pick that up on Wednesday.
Okay. I'm gonna need to go shopping for batteries soon. I'm almost out of my Duracell, like, 20-pack.
Yeah.
Let's blow up this anti-air emplacement. But foist things foist. Let's, pick the lock to this building so we can go in here and grab some... Or maybe it's not this building. The one over there. There's a building here that we can go sneaky into and get some heavy weaponry, which is going to be helpful for taking out some heavy vehicles that come in towards the end.
So I'm assuming, like, light machine gun,
rocket launcher.
Oh.
Because there is a light tank here. Not like, you know, armed with, you know, a shell cannon, but armed with a heavy machine gun. And we do not want to be taking that on with just a rifle and C4 and, you know, tranq pistol.
Yeah.
This one right here, because it's guarded with a security camera. Also, if you take out their security cameras, they'll send people to check on them. Would you ever give or have given anyone a copyright claim? I did once, but it was just because someone just straight up, like, unaltered, re-uploaded one of my videos. Like, I'm fine with people using my content to, make their own stuff, but just freebooting is where I draw the line. Like, if it's archival purposes, like if one of my videos has been taken down, by unjustly and someone uploads an archive of it, I'm fine with that. But like this was just someone on another channel taking one of my videos that I had made, claiming that they had made it, and uploading it to their channel and getting hundreds of views. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna stand for that. I ended up retracting that claim, though, because I decided it wasn't worth all the fuss. Because, it wasn't, like, a video I was particularly passionate about. It was just more so the principle of it, you know?
Still searching for Paz?
Yeah.
Try interrogating.
But I ended up retracting that copyright claim.
Put the squeeze on. That's the admin building. Watch your corners. See what you see is effective for dealing with nearby enemies.
Understood. All fire teams check your surroundings. Flush out the intruder. Out.
Oh god.
CP, this is Delta 2. Got damage to a vehicle. Looks like the work of a hostile. Over. This is CP. Understood. Move to investigate. ASAP. Out.
Does that dead body look like the work of a hostile? I know I said I was trying to play non-lethal, but I am out of options.
I mean, to be fair, if you're out of options, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, you really do have to be careful with conserving ammo in this game.
Yeah.
And especially in Ground Zeroes. Ground Zeroes does not let you resupply other than what is available on the map.
Yeah, so basically you need to be good with inventory and ammo management.
How do you even give copyright claims? And if you ever react to or play... And hold on, let me take this guy out and then pause. Also, if you ever react to or play any of my projects, I would never copyright, but if you re-upload my content without permission or claim it as your own, I will copyright you any day. Yeah, that's absolutely the stance that I take. Like, I'm fine with people reacting to my videos as long as they're actually adding to it through their reactions. Not like, you know, an SS Sniper Wolf thing of, like, you know, just freebooting someone else's content and just going, like, no way! Every, like, minute or so. Without actually engaging with the content in the video and without giving me credit, then, like, that is where I draw a line as far as reactions goes. But, like, if you're gonna react to my content, at least link to the original video. Please, that's all I ask.
Yeah.
Found Paz.
Like give credit to the people, to the original creators of said video if you are actually going.
Yeah, exactly. I just realized from, you know, playing End of Peace Walker and then Ground Zeroes back-to-back, the song here that's playing is a mournful piano rendition of the boss fight theme from the End of Peace Walker.
Yeah.
Speaking of my projects, you should definitely watch my shows on stream. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing some more, like, watch-along/reaction streams in the future, potentially, since the Dragon Ball Z Abridged ones were so fun. Yeah, I could definitely do that. I've had some ideas on the back burner for a while for reaction or watch-along streams. One of them being, like, watching weird advertisements.
Oh, God.
I just need to find a day that works for me and a bunch of my friends to get together and watch those, and also compile a good long enough playlist for it. Like basically doing my own take on commercial chaos, except I would have been the one comprising these playlists rather than like the community sourcing them and then one of the like community moderators compiling them into one playlist. Because I do want to pre-screen these to make sure that I can they're appropriate and that I can safely re-upload them to YouTube. Like, I didn't upload the Dragon Ball Z abridged watch-alongs because I've dealt with Toei before. They would not allow that.
Yeah. Definitely, we need to do a watch-along of Hellsing Ultimate and abridged and Yu-Gi-Oh! The abridged series.
Yeah, we also have to finish off what's left of Dragon Ball Z abridged with Plan to Eradicate Christmas and Home for Infinite Losers and Dragon Shorts. And we can come back to Home for Infinite Losers over time until it eventually reaches its conclusion. And we also need to do the one-shot Attack on Titan abridged that Team Force Card did. The one that was not supposed to be a one-shot, but ended up becoming a one-shot due to legal threats from the copyright holder.
Yeah.
Wow, that failed.
Oh, God.
I misjudged my aim, and it blew myself and, more importantly, Paz up.
Oof.
Like I said, I've never claimed to be good at aiming. That's why I shouldn't be trusted with a gun.
Keep an eye out for nearby enemies.
And yet you're really attached to snipperiffles.
Yes. I set a new record for farthest distance I sent an enemy flying.
Oh, God.
Blow that up while we're here, too.
CP, this is 010. Has to be an enemy operative. Over.
Gee, you think? Where do you think the rockets are coming from? It's gotta be an enemy operative. Over. No, that's just Greg. Oh, Greg. He likes to play pranks.
Yeah. There are only two Gregs in fan media I know, and that's Arby and the Chief, where it's a spider playing Halo, and then the other is Greg the Grim Reaper from Conquer.
I can't take Greg the Grim Reaper seriously, not that you were supposed to in the first place.
But he does make a valid point. Well, how many Grim Reapers have you met before, mate?
Yeah. But, like, the reason I say I can't take him seriously is because of, like, this shitpost video that I got recommended a couple years ago, and sometimes shows up in my feed every now and then.
Yeah.
Of, like, it's just a loop of that animation of Greg waddling onto the scene. And,
oh, God. With the megaphone?
Could you upload heavy swearing onto YouTube? You can. They've actually lessened the restrictions on swearing in videos recently. But there's still, you know, obvious limits to it. But, like, I swear like a sailor, and I still am able to upload to YouTube. It's just my channel's not monetized because I'm not at the partnership threshold yet. So I don't concern myself with monetization if I'm not able to monetize in the first place. But anyway, it's like that animation of Greg the Grim Reaper waddling onto the scene, and it's just
with the megaphone.
With the megaphone, and you hear this guy going, da-na-na-na-na, one day when I was born, da-na-na-na-na, at the age of 4, da-na-na-na-na, my mama asked me a question, da-na-na-na-na, what the fuck are those?
Oh, God.
It's called, One Day When I Was Born at the Age of 64.
Oh, God.
Please select a landing zone. Landing zone confirmed.
CP, this is Delta 6.
Roger that chopper request. It's headed your way now.
Aha! Took you out before you could trigger an alert.
Oof.
This is probably my least stealthy playthrough I've done in a while. I still technically haven't triggered any alerts.
Technically, no, you have not.
CP, this is Zulu 2. We're done with our sweep. Couldn't find anyone. Heading back. Over. CP, understood. Head back immediately. Out.
Now we just have to wait for Morpho to get. What could possibly go wrong?
No.
CP, this is Zulu 4. Still no sign of the enemy. Standing down. Over. This is CP. Understood. Stand down. Stand down.
Please
Morpho, you still coming?
landing zone confirmed.
I hear him coming.
There's Morpho.
CP, this is Zulu 4. This is Morpho. Arriving shortly at
It's okay if the chopper gets spotted because he has a machine gun. A chain gun, dare I say. Have a good night, Deathbendy.
Have a good night, Deathbendy. Chain gun. Chain gun. Chain
gun.
gun.
Chain gun. Chain gun. All right. Now let's get the fuck out of here. We're doing the exciting escape.
Yep.
The best part is if you're shooting while you're in the chopper, you have unlimited ammo.
Ha. They're kind about that.
Yeah. All right, we have made it past the border. And that is mission complete. Ton of cutscenes. You got an A rank.
Nice. Two S ranks and you'll get and you'll have ass.
Yep. And we just have to wait for it to load because this game does have an option for a persistent online connection, and that makes it load slower.
Yeah.
Because it's like syncing stuff to servers.
So the online connection is just for like the multiplayer mode, right?
It's more so the online services for Ground Zeroes are over. But Phantom Pain servers are still up. And while there is like that multiplayer mode I told you about, there's also an online component in the single player mode where you can raid other people's bases and try and steal their staff and resources.
Oh.
Almost no one
like a
plays.
nightmare.
Almost no one plays it because you know.
I can understand why. That sounds like a nightmare.
Also, because if you infiltrate someone's base and you get spotted, they find out about it and it tells them who raided their base and it gives them an option to retaliate.
Oh God. I can understand why this probably wasn't a good idea.
It was played pretty heavily around like the first year that the game was out, but not anymore.
Yeah.
Snake.
Right, here comes that surgery bit I told you about. I'm not going to describe what's going on.
All right.
She's rigged. Damn it, we were set up.
We gotta get it out. No time for anesthetic. We have to open her now.
Oh.
Hold her down. Hold her down! Keep her gun in. Boss.
You got it out. Like I said, this gets dark.
I know.
Breathing stable. No active bleeding.
I already cringed when they said no anesthetic. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
god.
Control tower, this is Morpho 1. All hummingbirds are on the wing. We'll shake hands, then head back to the cage. Boss, you got a call. Boss, can you hear me?
What's up, Huey?
Our guests are right on time. Document destruction and hangar decontamination are complete. AFVs have been stowed away. And Zeke's on the seafloor along with a nuke. Everyone's got their story straight. The guided tour will be wrapped up by the time you get home.
Make me proud.
By the time they leave, I'll have the IAEA praising us as the poster boys for world peace. Out.
Don't fuck this up, Huey.
Remember, Huey, this is on you.
Tower, this is Morpho 1. Do you copy? Can't get through. The link seems fine, but...
So, those are lifeboats on fire.
Oof.
So that's Mother Base on fire. And bridges between the platforms destroyed.
So damn it, Huey.
Damn it, Huey, indeed. Those are explosions going off.
Look! Commander Miller!
Like I said, there's gonna be a lot of goddamn it Hueys throughout this game. Alright, we gotta get Miller out of here if we're gonna get anyone out of here. Leave Huey behind, please! So now Mother Base is beginning to sink. Still there, Niko?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So yeah, Mother Base is gone.
Again, I say, damn it, Huey.
I'm glad they didn't even try to find Huey. They're like, fuck it, leave Huey behind. This is his mess.
Didn't they leave him in the middle of the ocean?
Inspection was nothing but a smokescreen.
It's okay.
I heard explosions, then...
They played us like a damn fiddle! Give it back! This isn't right, that was ours! We built it, damn it!
We built this city on rock and roll, damn it!
You spy bitch!
Oh, God.
Come on, start talking, bitch! Come on, get up and start talking!
Good news, Paz is awake.
Lovely.
Bob, there's...
It's all right, we got it out.
There's another in my...
So there was a second bomb we missed.
Oof.
Right as another chopper pulls up to fire an RPG. And yeah. And we crash into another chopper. Damn. I forgot about that part. Smoke from the disaster was visible from the coastline. The media blamed the money-minded private militias, and scandal that followed when the U.S. was fingered as one of the organization's top clients. In response, the Secretary of Defense publicly stated that neither the U.S. nor its allies had any hand in the incident. Reports also suggested that the IAEA inspectors visited the site. However, the UN and the IAEA insisted that no such inspection took place. Other countries among the organization's long list of clients avoided comment altogether. The casualty figure is uncertain. There are no known survivors. However, in the moments prior to and following the incident, several unidentified military helicopters were sighted in the area. Have a good night, JKR.
Have a good night, JKR.
Your favorite song. Nicola, Bart. Immigrants wrongly executed. But their deaths served as a message to others. That ours is a society that murders the innocent. Do you too believe your sacrifice will change the world?
This is Skullface, right?
Yeah. Now it's credits. Like I said, Ground Zeroes is pretty short, which is one of the reasons why people were not happy that you had to pay for this when it first came out, especially 30 to 40 bucks, depending on which version you were buying.
Yeah, like if they really had to put a price on it, probably like what, $3 or $5?
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like if this was like meant to be a demo to Phantom Pain, then just I don't even know.
It's a chunk of the game sold as a demo.
I will say this though, despite what Paz did in Peace Walker, Nobody deserves to have surgery done on them with no anesthetic.
Yeah. I skipped the credits, so we have this.
No one's seen him in years.
Looking for Zero.
Delivered by proxy. Except you. You met with him, face to face, in order to contact Big Boss. Tell me where he is. Where is Cypher? Where is Zero? I've never known choice. Where I was born, the language I speak, I've never had the freedom to choose for myself. But you, right now, are free. Do as you will.
This will save Big Boss.
It may.
Will you really kill Zero for me?
Not for you.
All right. Zero is...
April 30th, 1975, end of the Vietnam War. Spacecraft docking. 1976, the Les Enfants Terribles project is abandoned. 1977, underground nuclear test site in South Africa. 1979, Iranian revolution. Yeah, a lot of events going on, some of which are repeated from Peace Walker.
Yeah.
2002, Camp X-Ray, a black site for housing enemy combatants, is established at the U.S. Naval Base at Guantanamo Bay. 2006, the President of the United States pledges to close the detention center at Guantanamo Bay. What this is saying is that Camp Omega, the place we were at, is Guantanamo Bay.
Oh.
Before it was officially Guantanamo Bay, and before it was known to the public.
So before it became like a known prison.
Yeah, it was already being operated as a prison in the Metal Gear universe. Probably in real life, too. It's just the public didn't know about it. It was a military black site that was top secret. And now we have a teaser for Phantom Pain.
No response. Hit him again. Clear.
Deceived and left for dead.
I did play Phantom Pain's demo when it came out.
Okay.
And I'm assuming then Phantom Pain opens up with him in the hospital and you have to survive that.
Yeah. Deprived of all but pain.
You would like to know how long?
Yeah.
I'm afraid it's been 9 years.
Only one thing remains.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
There's the meme.
Yep.
The body I've lost. The comrades I've lost.
Retribution.
Stop hurting.
And we got 24 rewards. Or 2 of 24 rewards, I think. I don't know how this counter's working. It starts on 2. Fastest marking of all enemies trial has been unlocked for this mission's normal difficulty setting. Rank C clear reward. You have obtained the SMG. It will be placed at the mission's start point from now on. Rank B clear reward. You have obtained the rocket launcher. It will be placed at this mission's start point from now on. Rank A clear reward. Snipper rifle will be placed at the start point from now on. Obtain Chico's tape 3 of 7 cassette tape from Chico, the one we're not listening. No, 4 is the one we're not listening to. which is this one that we unlocked. Hard difficulty unlocked. More missions unlocked that we're not doing
we're almost
tonight.
done with stream.
Yeah, we're not going to do any of the side missions because I don't want to spend too much time on Ground Zeroes. Instead, we will start Phantom Pain proper on Wednesday.
Yeah. I will say this though, although I did play Phantom Pain's demo, I have never experienced Ground Zeroes, and it's interesting, but at the same time, just oof.
Yeah. This was like one of the first signs.
Let me ask one thing. One thing before you continue that thought. Was the bomb inside her eye?
No.
Thank God.
You want to know where it was?
Sure.
In her vagina.
Oh, dear God.
Which led to a legendary tweet from Tara Strong, her voice actress.
Okay.
There was a hashtag going around on Twitter years ago, back when Twitter was still somewhat usable, where the hashtag was describe a game plot badly.
Okay.
And her entry was, she posted a picture of Paz, and she said, "I have a bomb in my hoo-ha."
Oh my God. I shouldn't laugh at that, but at the same time, what the fuck?
It gets worse. You know Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and how there's spirits from multiple franchises in there?
Yeah.
There's a Paz spirit.
Yeah.
And
I got that one.
When you battle the when you do the spirit battle that gives you the Paz spirit, it starts with a bomb.
Yeah.
That's a reference to the bomb in her snatch.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, no wonder why the bomb went off in Smash Ultimate and ended up knocking out her the character she was possessing.
Yep.
I was like, okay, that's weird, and then now I know the reason. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Sakurai, what the fuck?
Sakurai, what the hell, man? What's even worse is that years before Ground Zeroes came out, I'm talking like early 2000s, there was a South Park episode about a snatch-based bomb.
Oh
the episode was called The Snoop, except the bomb inside the vaginal cavity in question was inside Hillary Clinton.
Right, okay.
We are going back to the chatting screen.
I think I have had enough for tonight. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks. I will now think about this tonight and be like, why?
You are very welcome.
God damn it. Xbox, stop it.
Since JKR didn't put in the guide the raid, and I can't remember the exact name of the person you wanted me to raid, we're going to raid Dominic Bites, who is playing Hightail.
Okay.
I'm glad to see that Hightail's taking off.
Yeah.
Our raid message is going to be, "I have a bomb in my hoo-ha."
Of course.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you to JKR and Niko for co-hosting with me tonight. Go give Dominic Bites my warmest greetings. I'll see you guys Wednesday with the proper beginning of the Phantom Pain. Sleep well with the information you have witnessed and learned tonight. Until then, and dreams.
I'm gonna have mental images for the remainder of the week.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.